So that was like that's her first sign, like de-escalate. That's like a warning.
Okay, yeah.
I think just if you can start to pick up on that like energy elevation every time you pick up the lead, and when she comes into your space, you'll probably notice a big difference. And just that little physical correction, she's responding a lot better to it now after that. So she's a lot softer, but you will find there's going to be a point where she elevates, probably going through the front door of the house, or like something in the environment in your house potentially, I don't know, or the car maybe, something that she's used to being in frequently is going to spike her again. I need to find that and then de-escalate her. Make sure you get her into that state there where she was actually cruising. So a lot of the time what we're getting with when you're on lead with her is her energy's not changing. So she's walking in position, but her energy's still stiff. And we need that softening to happen. That's the key. And it starts with the second you pick that lead up. So the second your first interaction with her needs to be, I need you to calm down. And then you'll see it, she'll calm. Yeah, or spatial correction or whatever it needs to be to get her there. And then once she gets there, when she changes back to it, when you start to move forward, bang, you need to snap her out of it again, and then she'll go back into that calm state. And for everybody else, this is like, not saying that this is what you've particularly done, however, this is a really good, like for reward-based trainers, okay, so like the argument between like doing this kind of stuff and, oh, you're stressing the dog out, you're hurting the dog, whatever, versus reward-based training is they want the dog to be happy in a happy state all the time. It's all about emotion, right? Training a dog with solely reward-based training is going to create a dog that gets into that heightened state all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of them do. They create a dog that's in a heightened state and they're always like this. Okay, so what happens is when something goes wrong, the dog's already at a 7, so it goes to a 10 very quick, right? Whereas what we're doing is we're getting the dog to a calm state and working it there and working through all its issues before we actually do anything like that, if that makes sense. We've always got somewhere to go back to, okay? So that's just a good example. What do? Play with dogs, they give them toys, they do that. That's definitely added to the energy in the dog, which now the dog's now putting that into other situations, the owner, things like that, which makes our life harder. I'll let her go through. So like watch her energy here. Watch Gemma's energy, right? Look. Matching.
Okay. She's a lot more wag. Oh, there we go.
Look at Gemma.
The lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like that's her first sign, like de-escalate. That's like a warning.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Back off, or it's going to elevate. That's what she just said.
She away
because she's de-escalating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if they're like,
if she didn't back down,
then I'm like, well, the dog hasn't. Look, straight back at it.
So each time how she's turning around and walking away, is that her submitting to the...
Yeah, breaking away. That's what we call breaking away. She's going into avoidance now. Mm-hmm. So I'll just correct her out of avoidance. And if I like had her in there on her own, if I hadn't corrected the avoidance, like she would just start cutting her off all the time.
Gemma would start coming down off. Okay.
Yeah. So, but since I corrected her for her, she's now de-escalating, and then she's gone back up again, and then she'll just keep going until she gets into the right energy state to go into the pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If she goes into the pack with the wrong energy, they would smoke her. Like they would be like, nah, get the hell out of here. Like, this isn't acceptable. Like now she's trying to get her to sniff her butt, so she's sniffy, and see her energy's de-escalated because her energy's de-escalating, so she's matching, and then she's waiting for that tension. She's waiting for her to sniff her butt, which is like, hey, like this is the scent that you need to worry about. Nothing else here. This is my scent. This is the pack scent. That's what she's trying to tell her. Look, tensing up again.
What? Why though?
So because she'll just be reading things that she's doing and just adjusting. Now she's de-escalating again.
Right. I don't understand why she elevated again though.
She might have given her eyes could have dilated. Her energy could have started to shift. Anything.
Is there like little changes in sense that they're giving off all the time?
Yeah, things that we're not picking up on that they're communicating.
Is this anything? Or
yeah, she's just going into avoidance again.
Okay.
But she's getting softer on the lead now. Okay. Like so I can feel soft. Like when I corrected her there, it was very easy to correct her. And it's common they start resource guarding at this point, so picking things up, and then they'll fight over sticks. So she'll go, no, that's my stick. So she's kind of being cheeky. She's going, oh, okay, I can't, like, you've won that battle, but I'm going to go do this. And then she's going, whack, no, don't do that. And then she'll keep doing it until she, like, gives to the pack.
So her lying on her side now, is that anything?
She's relaxed.
Okay.
So she's relaxing because she's relaxing. So like the energy is always going to be matched.
Yeah.
But she de-escalated because I corrected her. Because she went to pick that thing off. I didn't correct her.
Is she like, job's done now?
Yeah, because I'm controlling the situation. But if I wasn't, and I put her in there and I took those dogs out of there, she would do that rather than me doing it.